Good morning. This morning I was in the shower and I was just thinking about how Jesus epitomized love. Throughout his life, he went around healing people and loving people in their broken places and restoring them into wholeness wherever he went. And I was thinking how religious people from the very beginning have tainted the beauty of who he was. They took something beautiful and turned it perverted. Example. So I got to work and I'm listening through the book of John as I'm kind of putting stuff together. And I was thinking about, so the very first thing that Jesus does, his first miracle is the wedding at Cana, and he turns water into wine. And yet somewhere along the way, in certain denominations, they've turned drinking into a sin, right? And yet Jesus turned water into wine. Now, I don't drink for the very fact that I made drinking and using drugs into a god in my life. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just perverted it into a bad thing. And that's what we do with different idols in our life. Sex is a beautiful thing between a husband and a wife, but we pervert it into a self-serving, self-seeking thing. But it's a beautiful gift of God. And I was thinking about later on, a couple chapters later, he heals a man that's been lame for almost 40 years. He wasn't able to walk, and he heals him. And religious people in that day made it about healing him on the Sabbath. The religious are always out there, and they always will be. Follow him. What he does is he epitomizes love and then tells people to follow him. So we as followers should follow his ways. And don't allow religious people to divert you from the beauty of who Christ is. And they're always out there. So that's my quick message today, is that follow him and see the beauty of who he is and what he did over and over again, meeting people in their most low state and restoring them and reconciling them and loving them into wholeness, because that's what it is. It's the love of God that comes into our life and sets us free from that bondage of self and restores us and transforms us into something totally different. We become God's masterpiece. Anyway, God bless you all. Don't allow religious folks to deter you from the beauty of who Christ is. God bless.